Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. I'm doing another podcast finally after a long time of not doing it. We just had to get new members and stuff, so this is my friend Turbo Tractor, world-renowned Turbo Tractor. He makes Disney car videos, and then Yeti Cup series. He basically just makes like stop motion and like meme videos.
What's up, guys?
So,
All right, so who wants to dive into the first topic?
first thing I think is the new Chicago street race.
Yeah.
That's definitely really interesting. How NASCAR is kind of reaching out to these new things.
You know,
I mean, motorsports in general is just reaching out to these
sorry to
new things
interrupt
like
you there,
F1.
but what I will say about the Chicago street races, I don't really like it. It just feels like NASCAR is trying to.
I think it,
Cause,
but they're trying to expand their community. That's what they're trying to do.
but
And
they're.
like the thing is, like it's like what F1's doing. I mean, like F1 went to Miami this year. That was really cool. That attracted a lot of fans. So I think NASCAR is just kind of trying to look to see what other motorsports are doing.
Yeah, but I think the
And
thing that NASCAR definitely messed up on there is one of the more popular tracks on the schedule, which was Road America. They actually are removed from the schedule for this street race, which I don't agree with that decision.
True.
I think they should have removed a race from like Texas.
Yes, Texas, we can all agree that is
I don't
not a
think
good track.
Texas doesn't even deserve
But the
one
thing,
day.
but I still think that it's cool how they're trying something new
I
with
do.
this.
I do. Though I do think the
It's,
layout that they proposed or are going to use is kind of a boring layout, in my opinion.
yeah, it's. I mean, but it's downtown Chicago. I mean, you can't.
Yeah, I
There
might
isn't any
honestly
crazy
go.
thing.
I might honestly go to that race just see what it's about. Like not because I like would really want to go to like a race that could be boring. Just because I want to like see what it's like. Because I've never been to a road course race before, so I feel like it might be fun.
Yeah. Um. Sam, you got anything else on your side of kind of your world?
So, what do you guys think of the NASCAR diecast that you've seen in the Disney Cars line so far?
Oh, well, I think I was honestly expecting Kyle Busch to be the Tacoment racer, uh, but he wasn't, and I was
Yeah.
very confused as to why he wasn't.
Kyle Busch is kind of the Chick Hicks though.
Yeah, I guess that does
That's
make a bit of
true.
sense, but like,
But didn't he have the M&Ms?
yeah, they left him though, so I guess that makes a little bit more sense.
Okay.
Yeah, they're leaving him after this year.
By the way, before we just continue, I just want to say something real here, and it looks like it glitched out, but if you guys look up in the top left corner of the stream, anybody who's watching, you can see all of my sponsors are up there, but it does look like the sponsor. Okay, there you can see CircleBDiecast.com and ZNCReviews.com. So go check them out. Obviously, one of them is me, the other one isn't. But yeah. We also got our viewer count up in the left corner, so you don't have to like. Viewer count is actually at 0 right now, but we're not going to talk about that. This video is going to be going up as a video after this, anyways, so it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
So,
Okay.
So,
So, where do I go to see it live on YouTube?
Yeah.
ZNC Plays, that's going to be the channel, but you could also look up ZNC2, or you could also go to my channel and go to, like, the featured channels as well.
Okay, I'm there on ZNC Plays, and I refreshed it, and I'm not seeing a live stream.
Yeah, you see, that happened to somebody else yesterday. You see, there's 2 different channels called ZNC Plays. One of them is not me. Somebody literally stole my name, like, created their channel
yeah,
after I created mine.
I see it. I see it. It's the one with like the gaming controller on it and the white background.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Well, on my screen, like, and I'm...
It's showing up for me.
Yeah, it's live for me. You need a link? You need me to DM you a link?
Here we go. Here we go. I got it now.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta get you to 50 subs. There you go. You're at 50 subs now.
Yay. Alright. One thing I do want to talk about is Lionel Racing kind of dropping the ball on the bonus wave.
I th- that's yeah, it's an interesting wave. I definitely think. I definitely feel like it's an interesting opportunity to get some different diecasts, especially like the test ones. So those will, or like the reveal cars. So those will definitely be rare.
Well,
Um,
those ones will be, but I think the ones that kind of make me the most mad are like the ones that they
the
re-release,
repeat.
because it's not,
Yeah,
because like the re-release, it's not like you can just re-release a car and then expect it to be more rare. You're just gonna make it less rare than it already is. Because before there was
yeah.
only 10,000 of them, now there's gonna be 15,000 of them.
Hmm.
For real, dude.
And there's gonna be like, it's just gonna be like, why would you? It's a bonus wave, which I get it. You want to create hype behind it, but why would you re-release cars from the previous wave? Like
Exactly.
At least Mattel, they usually kind of space out their re-releases like one after another wave. Like they don't like they kind of do it like one after another. So like they put it in one wave, but not the next wave, but then they put it in the next one.
Yeah.
But Lionel just I don't know. They haven't really been good since about 2013. 2013 was like their first major year making diecast, and that was like their only good one. I mean, this year's looking pretty good for the Gold Series, but the Authentics line is kind of
Yeah.
it's disappointing me.
In what ways exactly?
Like, I think like they re-released you guys are watching the stream here, so let me pull up a picture. We're gonna go to Lionel Racing's website, real quick.
I'm gonna go there real quick
Um,
too. I'm on circle.
I'm gonna go to Lionel Authentics, cause we just, look that up real quick. Alright, so LionelAuthentics.com. Let's start streaming that here. Okay, let's switch it. Okay, Alright, so, Turbo Checker, are you able to see this on the stream?
Not at the moment, I'm not.
Alright, do you mind if I use your real name, or do you want me to just call you Turbo Tractor?
You can call me Sam. That's alright.
Alright.
Why?
Okay, let's mute him real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we muted him. Okay. He can unmute himself when he needs. Okay. So how about I just share my screen as well, just so you don't have to like go to the stream.
Okay.
That makes a bit more sense. Okay. So you see, this is the test car wave 1. This is the bonus wave. This is bonus wave. If you come down here, you see many of the same cars in this wave.
So what exactly is a bonus wave?
A bonus wave, well, at least this year, they basically take a few of the cars from the last wave or the previous wave and re-release them, but instead of making the normal quantity, they make half of that quantity and only send them out to a few select stores across the country.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a bonus. It doesn't actually count as like a wave that you would get like normally. So
in the bonus waves, there's nothing new, right?
There is new stuff. So like from here, this first row here, down to here, and then, yeah, basically just this row here, the top row, and then the first car this row are new.
Okay.
And then these ones are re-releases. So if you come down here, Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse, Larson, Suarez, and then Cole Custer. You come down here, you got Suarez, Larson, Custer, Stenhouse, Dillon, and yeah, they're all down here. In the previous.
And so they're just re-releasing those, and basically what you're saying is, why would they do that when they just did, right?
Yeah, they literally released them not even a week apart.
Huh. That doesn't sound very logical to me either.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm looking at the cars right now. There's no real noticeable differences between any of their releases. Like, even if there was just a slight difference, because I know, like, you Disney car fans, you guys love, like, when they re-release a car with, like, a different expression and stuff.
Yeah, the variants. Yeah.
Although I don't really get it. I feel like, because, like, in my opinion, like, yeah, they might release, like, a McQueen with a different expression, but I already have a McQueen, so I'm not gonna like buy another one. That's just like I don't know, at least for the Disney cars, I feel like Disney Docket, he likes to point out the eyes in his videos.
Yeah.
And Tim,
I really only like to get a variant if it's an intentional variant, like if it was released to be different. But if it's
yes,
just
that's
a
what
difference
I'm
in
trying to say.
manufacturing, yeah.
And you see, one thing with Lionel Racing is this wave right here has like 8 or 9 cars in it. But if you come down here to some of their older waves from back in the day, I know we're scrolling way down. We're gonna go to 2016. Is that it? No, it's not. There's a certain wave. Okay, this wave. Look there's like 13 cars in this wave.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Lionel's just kind of skipping out on us. Like, this wave had like, they were like even released like cars with beer sponsorships on them. They can't do that anymore, and they weren't like technically allowed to do it then, but they did because they got around it by putting the car on a plastic base. Nowadays, they don't even release beer cars at all in the waves. And their waves only contain like 8 or 9 cars. Why are they releasing, like, I guess these waves only contain like not even 8 cars. But like for that one wave, like this is what a wave should be, in my opinion.
Tactful like that, right?
Yeah, that's what Disney cars do, that's what Mattel does. If Mattel can do it, then Lionel can too.
Because Mattel has waves of a set number of cars, you know, like they don't just do 6 this time and 13 this time. I think they have 24 per case, and that's always how it is.
Yeah, I think Lionel, they do have a set number, but I think the reason they released like 13 cars that time is because it was like a special wave for like a special race that NASCAR was doing. But like, but still, I would still like to see them do more of the special waves, because like you can see down here for that, this was the Darlington throwback wave. I don't know where I'm scrolling, but the Darlington throwback wave, if we can go to it. I don't know where, look, it's got like 13 cars. But if you scroll up to 2021, still scrolling? Let's scroll, okay, so we're basically here, so 2021, if we go to 2021, okay, so if we go to 2021, so I must have scrolled somewhere wrong. So if we go to 2021 for the throwback wave, this is the throwback wave. Major difference.
Good or bad?
Bad difference. And look at these 2 cars.
I can hear you.
And look at these 2 cars.
Basically the same, right? The paint difference.
That's one of them's a liquid color.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Interesting. Any idea why? Is that just
They just like to do they just like to have like a special car, but normally it ends up in the hands of scalpers, and then they're super expensive on eBay. Like sometimes they'll go up to almost $100.
Yeah,
Wow.
I hate it. It's so terrible, but like I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
But so this is like, and they like the hauler waves used to be much better. Like look, these haulers aren't even real haulers that actually are in real life. These are just haulers. Like, why? These haulers don't even exist.
Pretty cool, though.
They don't even exist in real life, and they're just haulers with cars and pictures slapped on them. Like, if I want to buy a hauler, then I really want to get a hauler that actually exists in real life.
Yeah.
And with the haulers, they should give us the cars with it too.
Yeah, they should put the car with the hauler. I agree.
Because for $30 for just a small little toy hauler, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
no, it's like 15.
I agree.
Like 15 or 30 or something.
And
it's like,
yeah, and right now their shipments are never on time. Ever.
Like we're supposed to have a shipment on the 18th. Yeah.
Yeah, the shipment that was supposed to come on the 18th. Well, let's just say we haven't gotten it yet.
And then we were supposed to also have one on the 19th.
Didn't get it yet.
Wow. So that was the Lionel website, right?
That was the Lionel Authentics
The
website.
official.
They have 2 websites for whatever unreasonable reason.
Huh, weird. But they listed all the other cars from previous waves. So does that mean you can still buy those cars online, or does that just mean they want to show them there to archive them?
They just wanted to archive them there, and like basically they sell them in Walmart, Target, Meijer, some Kroger stores, and then you can get them at their retail store in North Carolina.
Okay, so you can't buy them online.
Yeah, well, you can get them on eBay, but that's about the only place.
Yeah, and that's not a good place to get authentics because you're probably gonna get like ripped off.
Yeah,
It's probably gonna be
sound-
horrible quality, and they're gonna make you pay like $100. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
There isn't. There isn't a point if you're just gonna like.
And I will say I've been pretty good about the Authentics. I have every single car that was released in Authentics, from 2021 except for 1. And there was 13 waves, each containing 9 cars. So I've got a lot of cars from that year.
That's impressive.
Well, excluding the liquid colors, obviously, because those are like unobtainable.
Okay.
If you get a liquid color, you are like the luckiest person alive.
I have 3 of them actually. I have 3 of them from last year. The Newman, Oscar Mayer, and then 2 of the Christopher Bell Craftsman.
How many liquid color cars do they produce?
How did you get 2 of the Craftsman
I went
ones?
to Target and there was 2 of them on the pegs.
It's fun.
There wasn't any regular ones. There was just the liquid color ones. So
How about that?
I don't know. Lionel must have like put the liquid color ones in the package instead of the regular one.
Did it have the liquid color sticker on it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and then it's special package.
Yeah. They do.
I mean, really,
I'm
if you
pretty.
want to, you can just slap that sticker right on the same box of the playing car, and then people think it's a liquid color.
Yeah, some guy posted on Reddit the other day. It was just a normal car, didn't even have the sticker on it, and he goes, "Why are these things so rare? I don't get it. Is it because of the confetti or something?" It was like a Kyle Larson race win, and apparently he saw like Hendrick, because on the back of the package it said, "Look for the Hendrick Cars chase piece," but it was the normal Hendrick Cars one, and this guy was like all excited and going bonkers on Reddit because he thought he found the liquid color.
Yeah, I've seen
someone
those
slap a
videos
sticker.
because it's like he thought it was like the chase piece and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like okay, it's not. You didn't find the chase piece, my guy.
Calm down.
So they call them chase pieces there too?
Yeah, they do.
NASCAR?
Mhm.
Do you know how much they produce each year or whatever? Per one?
I'd say Yeti, would you agree with me if I said the chase pieces are probably about equal in quantity to the bonus waves?
Probably.
Like every other case gets one?
Yeah.
I think that's how it
So-
works.
So you'd say there's about half as many of like the chases or liquid colors in the other cars?
Yeah.
Huh.
Might even be less
So
than
in other
that.
words, okay, but there's enough, right? But it's just that scalpers tend to take them,
Yeah.
so no one else finds
It's
them.
because the people that actually work at the stores, like when they're unloading
They do.
like when they're unloading the stuff off the trucks, they open the boxes, take out the rare stuff, buy it, and then take it home and sell it for like $50 on eBay.
No kidding.
Yeah, my grandpa used to collect baseball cards, and he said that it was almost impossible to get any of the signed ones because the guys who would unload the trucks would open the packages, take out the ones they wanted, and take them home.
That's just so unfair.
I mean, they pay for them, so I mean, it's not technically
Well,
stealing, but
true.
like, it's still not.
True,
it's still
but-
not right.
The purpose of them was to go on the shelves, you know? So at least let them be on the shelves for an hour before
Next
people
time I
take
go
them.
to Target, I might actually ask if I can like have one of the cases.
They do that. I think you can do that. I mean, I've
Yeah,
seen-
you
As
can
long as
just
you
ask
pay
them.
for each car inside, they'll usually give it to you.
Okay.
By the way,
So that's
guys,
the case.
anybody watching the stream, what do you think about my new logo?
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, Five minutes in Photoshop, baby.
That's it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. It looks pretty good to me. I like the gradient effect of it.
Yeah, the gradient looks really good. I'll share my screen on the stream. I'll show you guys, I'll show everybody, actually, what I've been working on. By the way, earlier, Yeti, when I muted you, I did it the wrong way, and the stream couldn't actually hear you until I unmuted it. Oopsie. Didn't do it. Wait, let me see here. Oh, wait. Okay, screen capture. Okay. We gotta change the screen capture here. Done. Okay, if I go here, okay. Let me see. Okay, so this is some of the stuff that I was working on yesterday. This is my logo here. It's just a layer on top of it. Yeah, I used that just for sizing. Yeah. But that's all it is. I don't know if you guys can even hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah.
I can hear you.
Mine was muted.
I was listening.
I think I muted, like, accidentally pressed, like, the mute button on my, like, headphones, so I couldn't hear you guys, but. So this is the logo, each individual layer. It's just all layered like that.
Nice.
And then I was working on some row stock racing banners. There's a competition. I came in 4th place. Kind of sad about that, but yeah. This is my new channel banner. Very simple, I know. Actually, 1 second. I need to fix this.
You should put some car silhouettes on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like black shadows of cars.
Wait, what did I
NASCARs
do?
off the sides.
What did I do? Why does my logo look like that?
There you go.
There we go. Okay. There is one thing I need to add to it real quick here. Where is it? I have to add it on my phone because I don't have the text with me right now, like the text logo, but oh gosh, that is really big. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's scale that down so much. Okay. Why is it so big? I think Sam, you know what logo this is.
Yep. It's the Diecast dudes.
I forgot to put that on there, so we'll put that there. I don't have the text with me right now, so we'll just have to, like, there. Did it. I'm not actually gonna do it right now. I'll have to do it.
It was so good.
Yeah, I'll have to put the real text on there later, but this'll do for now. Beautiful. Looks amazing. Looks absolutely amazing. Let's end the stream there. Like the Discord stream. Not actually ending the stream here, guys. Don't worry. How do I... Okay. I think my mind's going blank right now. There we go. We're back. We're back on streaming. Okay, we're back on the Discord now. Okay. We got one viewer now. We've lost a viewer, everybody.
Shoot.
That's what the viewer counts for. So I don't have to, like, look all the way over to see it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna be done on my phone pretty soon here, so.
Alright, see you later.
I'll see you. See you.
Alright, now that he's gone, what shall we talk about? Sam.
I would like to talk about some Disney cars stuff. Maybe about the On the Road.
Yes, that's
if you're planning on seeing that.
I am planning on seeing that, definitely. Definitely.
Cool.
I saw the leaks, watched Disney Docket's video today. Kind of begrudgingly, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that. So, yeah, I saw the leaks in his video. Some of the leaks were interesting.
Wait, he did I didn't even know he did a video on the leaks.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know either because I like turned off notifications for reasons, but the notification I like saw it like in like the subscriptions. Kind of need to unsubscribe from that, and saw he did a video on it. They leaked a playset with Salt Flat Mater.
Yep.
McQueen, it looks like he'll be staying the same for the Salt Flats. He won't be getting an upgrade.
Yeah, I don't think so. Since he's a race car after all. But who knows? Maybe they'll do something in the series.
Cruz Ramirez's paint scheme, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't.
It's just kind of bland, you know?
Just like, why? Cause like, I'm pretty sure in canon, she's still a driver. It's not like she retired.
Yeah, she's still a race car driver.
So why would she remove her paint job? Like, it just seems more of a hassle than anything.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just to be a little bit more low-key. But some things that people were speculating, you know how she's metallic gold, right?
Yeah.
Well, she has you know how there's also the set where she has the racing center too, right? Like, so what some people were saying that I kind of am going to go with is that just how McQueen at the Rusty's Racing Center, he had the Rusty's wrap. Maybe she has the Danica wrap. And it actually looks kind of good because it's in the metallic gold.
Yeah.
But it's just not really visible on the color
But
changer.
I'm going to actually debunk that right now. And I'm going to say that that's not true. And I have actual evidence as to why.
Let's hear it.
Disney Docket in his video talked about how the original prototype for Cruz Ramirez for Cars 3 actually was produced in a metallic finish. Which means that they likely did the same thing for this prototype, but when the eventual Cars 3, like actual diecast, got produced, it didn't come with a metallic finish. Same thing with McQueen. Or like, same thing with this and Cars on the Road. It's probably just a prototype, which they obviously did the same thing for Cars 3.
Okay.
So I think that's just...
I bet that's probably true then.
I believe that's just like a prototype, so... Sorry to kind of burst your bubble there, but...
That's alright.
I don't think she'll be... Because, like, I don't know. And I know nobody from Mattel is going to watch this, but in case they are, we need you to release Mater with Rusty's Racing Center wrap. We need it. Do you like...
Didn't he appear with it?
Yeah, he did at the end credits.
That's what I thought. I'd like to see that. I definitely would like to see that.
Tomica made their own version.
Speaking of Mater, what do you think about his Salt Flats look?
It looks kind of cool, but it looks weird also. It's like, kind of like not used to seeing him like that, but like at the same time, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I really do kind of like it. At least I feel like it doesn't look too cheesy, kind of like the Rocket Racers or the Mud Racers, because I felt like the XRS stuff didn't really look like it would fit cars. But on the other hand, this isn't so outrageous that it looks more believable.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
But if we're going to talk about outrageous, why did they...
Yes, it's outrageous.
Yeah, but no, if we're going to talk about outrageous, why did they make a NASCAR line already using NASCARs? That's what the Piston Cup racers are. They are They are NASCAR stock cars. So turning a already NASCAR stock car into a NASCAR stock car makes zero sense. It just doesn't make sense. I mean,
it doesn't really.
I mean,
unless you assume that somehow that NASCAR exists in the Cars world, and they went from Piston Cup to NASCAR. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. What I'd say is the Piston Cup is probably more like the ASA. I don't know what ASA stands for, but they kind of went bankrupt around like a while ago. In the 2000s, maybe like 2011, they went like bankrupt. At least their stock car division did. They were like the second most popular stock car series in the country. And so maybe that's like what the Piston Cup is.
The second most popular.
Or maybe like NASCAR is like the ASA, like.
Maybe so.
Or maybe like either the Piston Cup or NASCAR is like the second most popular, and like one of them went bankrupt, and so they moved to the other series.
Okay. I think that's probably what might have happened then. As long as we're going to assume that it's canon, which
It's
it's not, but
Yeah, and another thing is like maybe a split happened. This happened with IndyCar. IndyCar, they were the Indy League, and then like something happened between some of the owners, and they actually like there was a disagreement between a bunch of the teams, and they actually split in half. The series split in half to create two separate series. One of them remained being called IndyCar, and the other one was called Kart. And Kart Kart was
okay.
Kart and IndyCar would race in separate races throughout the whole season. But then when the Indy 500 rolled around, they would all come together and they would all race in the Indy 500. So it's like, let's say like the forget what it's called, that new football league. I don't know what it's called. I don't watch football, but the USFL, I think.
NFL?
Yeah, the
USFL,
NFL,
okay.
the NFL, like let's say like the USFL is separate from the NFL, but yet the USFL still competed in the Super Bowl. That would be what it's like.
Okay.
So
That's a good theory.
so what if like they had a
I
split and like one of the owners took and used their ideas and created NASCAR, and the other owner, kept the name Piston Cup.
Okay, yeah. So some of the racers went to be with NASCAR, and then some stayed with Piston Cup.
Yeah, and then for like the big events, they all come together in both series racing them.
Okay. I did notice though that on the NASCAR racers they do have a Piston Cup logo with their contingency sponsors.
Yeah, maybe like the Piston Cup is still like one of the like supporting sponsors, but like it's not like the sponsor of the series anymore. Like maybe like the Piston Cup wasn't even the name of the series, like how like NASCAR used to be called the NASCAR Sprint Cup series. Maybe Piston Cup is like a company that was just sponsoring them, and they lost their sponsorship deal with them, and so it's still the same series, but the name got changed to NASCAR.
Okay.
It's kind of like how
But then what would Piston Cup be a company? Like they produce things or something?
yeah, like no,
And then they sponsor
the company. Like I would think it would be like Little Torquey Pistons, cause like in NASCAR, Sprint, the phone company, sponsored them, and it was called the Sprint Cup Series. And so it would be called the Piston Cup Series, but the company's name was Piston, and they sponsored them, and that's why they called it the Piston Cup. Because when they got the trophy, it was the Piston sponsored trophy, so it was the Piston Cup.
I see. Okay.
And so
That makes sense though, because exactly like that's the only way I know to explain what it means by piston in the car's world.
yeah, so maybe it was
That it's a company.
maybe it was Little Torquey Pistons that was sponsoring them. But Little Torquey Pistons pulled out, and so they had to find another sponsor. But they couldn't, just like in real life. NASCAR couldn't find another sponsor, so now it's just called the NASCAR Cup Series. So maybe in that universe, to correlate with NASCAR not having a sponsor in real life anymore, they're making it more realistic by having it so the Piston Cup no longer has a sponsor, and therefore it's called the NASCAR Cup.
Okay.
Big brain moment.
Big brain moment. I wouldn't have thought of that. So I think I'll go with that theory.
Yeah, we need to do a video on that on your channel. We got to.
We could, honestly. I would like to.
Dude, we got to do like a collab or something to do that, and I can like explain it.
Yeah, there's so many questions about it. What if suppose could Piston Cup and NASCAR could it have just been a collaboration? You know what I mean? Like both of them just come together for a race?
That could be, or maybe it was a merger. Like they merged. Like one of them, like let's say it was NASCAR or Piston Cup was going out of business, and so they merged the two companies so that they wouldn't go bankrupt.
Okay.
Kind of like how,
I think that would be possible.
Kind of like how T-Mobile bought Sprint, kind of thing, and merged them.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're a merger. Okay. I think that would be plausible too. Out Out of both those theories, I kind of like the first one best.
I do. And I do also want to talk about the reason Dale Earnhardt Jr. is no longer able to be released in the Disney Cars line.
Because of his crazy aunt?
It's actually his stepmom.
Stepmom, okay.
She actually owns the rights to his name. And she actually sued him a couple years back because she claimed that his name was a poor representation of his father's name, and she was suing him because of his birth name.
Wow. That's nuts.
Obviously, she lost the lawsuit.
Yeah, good thing.
But she still owns the rights to any advertising with the Dale Earnhardt Incorporated logo on it, which obviously the Disney car has, and also the number font that was used on the car, even the font of the number.
That's stupid.
She owns that too.
I just find that ridiculous. How did she end up with all of this power? I guess it was her late husband. He was a race car driver, right?
Yep, Dale Earnhardt Sr., he was the owner of the team, and when he passed away, the ownership of the team got shifted to his wife, even though he had already stated multiple times in his life that when he passed away, he wanted it to be passed to his children, but it never was.
I wonder if she did something funny,
Like,
dishonest to be able to acquire it herself. Because if she's that crazy, I kind of doubt that he would want to give her the power over it.
I don't know, because she was still, her and Dale Jr., like, after his father died, it was just kind of like a downfall. Like, the relationship just crumbled.
So she got crazier toward the end.
Yeah, and then she ended up, like, he ended up, like, because of how crazy she was, he ended up having to leave his own father's team and go race for a different team.
Huh.
And that team happened to be Hendrick Motorsports, which would be the same team that Jeff Gordon raced for, meaning that in the Cars universe, it could be considered that canon, after the events of Cars 1, that Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Gorvette became teammates.
Interesting.
Because that's what
I did not
happened.
know
That's
that.
what happened in real life. So you could like assume that and I don't. You know what would be interesting? Bring Jeff Gorvette back, have him buy Rust-eze and be like the team owner. Because in real life, Jeff Gorvette's now like, I think he's like the vice president of Hendrick Motorsports. He like is the like co-owner of that team. So I feel like it'd be cool for he could be like the co-owner of Dynaco, kind of like, because I feel like I don't know, I forgot, Tex Dynaco.
He and the King were friends.
Dynaco, well, actually, in real life, Richard Petty's last race was Jeff Gordon's first. So maybe that's true for Cars, but I assume that since we didn't see Jeff Gorvette in any of the following movies, or at least as a racer, I'm gonna go with no.
Right, because Richard Petty's last race, we saw that in Cars, and Jeff Gorvette wasn't there.
Yeah, so that's kind of like, it could be considered canon, but there's no evidence to back it up.
Right, because you'd notice if there's a Corvette right there. You know what
Or
I mean?
maybe he got a makeover like
On the
McQueen,
track.
because obviously cars are able to get makeovers in this universe.
They can, but then he'd be having to go from stock car to Corvette, which is usually the other way around.
Well, maybe he's like Jimmy Johnson, because Jimmy, you know what an IndyCar is, right? I mean, I think we just talked about it, but Jimmy Johnson in real life, you've obviously heard of him. He's very famous. He was a NASCAR driver from like 2001 to 2020, and after 2020, he hung up the helmet in NASCAR and went to be a IndyCar driver. And just as of like an hour ago, he was leading the race in today's IndyCar race. Let's go, Jimmy. Let's get it one final.
Wow.
Let's get it one final time.
That's cool.
So he goes.
So you're saying that it would be the equivalent of changing your body style to do a different type of racing?
Yeah, to like switching racing series. Like, let's say McQueen, after he retires from Piston Cup, she says, like, oh, I want to try, like, Formula 1. And so McQueen goes over there, gets, like, a Formula 1 makeover, and he and Francesco go battle it out.
Right, but here's the thing, though. Jeff Gorvette is still stock car. even though he's a Corvette, which isn't actually a true stock car, that doesn't make sense. He's shown at the Piston Cup in Cars 3 as he's retired then, you know?
Yeah,
So,
because in real life, during the events of Cars 3, Jeff Gordon actually became a media commentator, and I believe the reason he was there is because he was with RSN.
so you're saying that he wasn't connected to the Piston Cup?
He was connected to it, but I think he was like a race commentator. He was like the pit road and analogist or whatever you call it. I'm very stupid today, as you can see.
Right, okay.
He was like like kind of like Chick Hicks. Like he'd be in like one of the other booths. Obviously, we didn't.
So he like became a commentator.
Yeah, that's because that's what happened in real life.
Like
that's what happened in real life.
Okay, that's plausible,
'Cause-
but that would mean that he had to race for the Piston Cup first.
Actually, no. A lot of at least a few of the commentators. I mean, he could have been like a crew member behind the scenes that we didn't know. Because like Larry McReynolds, he was Dale Earnhardt Senior's crew chief, is actually currently an analogist and commentator for Fox Racing.
And he was not a racer, he was just a crew member?
Yeah, he was like a crew member. So we could like assume that maybe, and even though like people like Danica Patrick, she was a like I guess this is like a bad example, like a really bad example, but I'm still gonna roll with it because I already started. Danica Patrick was an IndyCar racer, was very successful there, moved over to NASCAR, was terrible at NASCAR, became like sort of an announcer. Like she's not technically, like her job description is not an announcer, but like a lot of times these broadcast booths will like bring her in and have her do some like guest announcing because it gets them a lot of views. And so she actually earlier this year went over and announced for the Superstar Racing Experience, which is not NASCAR. I mean, it's still stock cars, but they are pretty different from NASCAR. So it's like anybody who has experience in racing could pretty much be an announcer anywhere.
Okay. But as far as like being a pit crew member, obviously Jeff Gorvette couldn't have been that because he was racing in the World Grand Prix.
Well, maybe Jeff Gorvette,
So-
like, we could assume Jeff Gorvette was already retired, because people in real life do this all the time. Like, I'm actually going to use Jeff Gordon as an example for this. Dale Earnhardt Jr. got injured in a crash in real life, 2016. Jeff Gordon came back from retirement and actually filled in for him.
Out of retirement.
Yeah. So, like, he was
Okay.
so he was already retired, but they needed someone as a replacement driver, so he came back to do it.
But Jeff Gorvette is what, like a 2009 Corvette, would you say?
Yeah.
2007 maybe? Then how would he retire? Because
Murray-
he would be a pretty new model at that point.
Use Murray Clutchburn as an example.
Changing models.
Yeah.
But Lightning McQueen didn't do that even when he was getting old. He could have
I think that's because
theoretically become a next gen.
I think that's because McQueen is more of a popular character, and they don't want to change a character as recognizable and popular as him. Like Lightning McQueen is so popular. Literally, I live here. Like I live in Michigan. There's a car wash right down the road that has Lightning McQueen on their sign.
Wow.
Like Lightning McQueen.
That's cool.
Lightning McQueen surrounded by a bunch of bubbles on their sign. Like, and it's not like it's Lightning McQueen, but it doesn't have like any of the Rusties or 95 decals on it. It's just like his it's him, but like with no decals.
Talking red car.
Yeah, but it looks exactly like him.
But I think for Murray Clutchburn and others like him, I don't think they were actually trying to work it into the story of Cars that they changed bodies. I think it was more just they thought it would go over most people's heads, and they needed racers to fill in the backgrounds. They couldn't use the Buick Regal look that say Greg Candyman or the original Murray Clutchburn had. So they just kind of changed their body
I'm gonna debunk that right now, although it might have been very similar to the Buick Regal. We're gonna go over body styles of cars right now. The RPM body style, or Winford, Bradford, Rutherford, whatever his name is. He's actually a Pontiac. I believe they are Pontiac Grand Prix. The Nitroade model is Ford Tauruses. The Leakless model, those are going to be Chevy Luminas. And the Chick Hicks model is going to be the Buick Regal.
Okay.
And
My mistake. I was thinking of chick.
and the King models, that's gonna be obviously the Plymouth Superbird or whatever. McQueen's gonna be a Dodge. He's a like you know how dogs like that don't have like a breed, they're called like mutts. That's like what McQueen is in the Cars world.
He's like a Viper mixed with Corvette and
Yeah.
other stuff. Yeah.
Actually, I might take back my statement about Nitroid being Tauruses. They actually, some of them might be Dodges. Dodge, they're not Darts. I forget what model they were. They might have been Dodges because from 2001 to 2003, the Dodge model and the Ford model were like very similar.
Okay.
Same thing, cause like
And this was a 90s look?
not really, because in 2000, I believe, Ford, or 1999 it was, Ford introduced their new model, and by like 2002, NASCAR said that all teams, no matter what manufacturer it had to be, had to make their cars based off of the Ford body style. Just put the other manufacturer's decals on it, with some slight changes, obviously.
That's weird.
And so all the cars, if you took the decals off and you let's say you take a Pontiac, you could put Pontiac decals on a Chevy decals on a Pontiac, vice versa. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like there was super slight differences. Obviously there was like different molding for like the grills and stuff, but other than that, it was practically the same.
Interesting. I guess they both had the same base, right?
Yeah.
And then they just made the same model,
All
the body.
Yeah, all the chassis are the same.
Okay.
Same thing.
Cool.
Same thing in real life. Chassis in NASCAR last a long time. I was at the Roush Museum just the other day, and teams for the longest time built their own chassis. So I mean, and in real life, because cars needed different kinds of cars they needed one type of car to drive on super speedways and then one type of car to do on short tracks. Is it not logical to assume that the cars in Cars could need like new chassis?
Well, I guess it kind of depends because the chassis has to match the body, you know?
Yeah, because even though
if it's
I don't think I explained it well. Even though the chassis are different, at least as of last year, that these new cars for NASCAR aren't this year, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the old ones. You needed different ones for different tracks. The bodies would still be relatively the same, but the chassis underneath, they'd be the same shape, although like the wheelbase or the camber or the suspension would be different.
Okay, because I remember earlier you said if McQueen wanted to compete with Francesco, he could become a Formula One. I don't think in that case it would really work because the chassis is so different. But if they had a very similar chassis, maybe they could switch out the body.
Because in my opinion, the only thing that matters inside these cars are their engines. And has it been confirmed canon that these cars have brains and insides and guts and stuff? Do they?
Yeah.
Has that been okay? So.
Yeah, I think they have brains.
So.
They do have brains. There was a Pixar diagram that.
Well, considering that McQueen's engine was able to be put inside of a backhoe or whatever, and he would still be able to live as McQueen, I'm gonna assume that would be possible, because like the deleted scenes from Cars, he was like a backhoe.
Okay. But then again, that's not necessarily canon because they wrote it out of the script. But it is, I'd say it's plausible in that case. You do have a point.
And obviously, like these cars, obviously they can get like new suspension and stuff. Like that's not hard.
Yeah.
Cause like
just like tires and things.
Yeah,
it's
like
think
parts.
About
like
their bodies have like, yeah, but their bodies still have their mouths and stuff like that. So I kind of think that it's kind of like you can upgrade some stuff like the suspension and things,
although
the mechanical stuff, but if it interferes with their human attributes, I think that is where it might draw the line,
I mean, not to get grim here, but like with humans, you can't. They have like invented like face transplants and stuff.
Okay.
So like, would it be like the same thing? Kind of get dark here, but like, Would it be the same thing? Like, I don't know.
I suppose, but I think that within the canon of Cars, they probably would try to avoid, suggesting that.
Yeah, that's kind of like a...
McQueen, in Cars 2, he did get actual headlights. So they probably had to do a quote-unquote, if you would say, surgical procedure to, make holes where the stickers were.
Now, I do want to ask you one question that I forgot to ask earlier. What is your favorite country that cars have been produced from? Vietnam, Thailand, China, or whatever other country I'm forgetting?
Right now,
like your preference. If you could have them make all the cars from one specific country, what country would you choose?
Definitely not Vietnam. I would say still probably China, though Thailand has grown on me, and I don't really mind Thailand much anymore.
Thailand has been amazing for me. I've been able to get so many cars that just so you know, I'm still looking for that Damage the King. I've looked everywhere for it. I can't freaking find it.
I haven't found it either because my stock's so bad.
Yeah, dude, my Walmart only has the NASCAR stuff and the color changer stuff. Basically, they have like a pretty big Disney car section considering like the other stuff, and they just got all the pegs are full of NASCARs. So I think when they order them, they're ordering them wrong, and they're just ordering all the NASCAR stuff. They're not ordering any of the new 2022.
That could be. I typically see bad stock with cars like Darla Vanderson, Matthew True, Blue McCrew, Marlon Clutches McKay, cars that have been around for a long time this year, but they're just not getting any new cases.
Yeah, just if you ever need a car, just let me know some of the ones you're really looking for. If I find them, I'll buy them and ship them to you.
Okay.
I don't really care because my Meyer gets some pretty good stock. So if you ever need cars, I'll just buy them, ship them off to you. You can have them.
Thanks.
As long as they're on like a good card, obviously. I'm not gonna ship you like a terrible card unless you want to open it or something.
Yeah, which I typically do, and I would pay for it, of course. Do they have deluxes by chance?
I think they do carry deluxes at my Meyer.
Okay.
As of last year, 2021, my Meyer, it's actually I don't live in this city, so I'm not going to worry about saying the name. It was Brighton, Michigan. The Meyer in Brighton, Michigan. It's like a few cities over from me, so like I don't really care. But I went there, and they still had the 2017 Dale Jr. NASCAR wave in 2020 in 2021. And
wow, that stinks.
And in I think it was 2020, I went to the Fowlerville, Michigan Walmart. They still had the 2011 All-Star wave. On the pegs.
For 2011.
On the pegs.
Or nothing else. That's ridiculous. That stinks. How is the Disney cars?
We don't talk about that. It's pretty pathetic. But they did actually get rid of all the 2011 stuff. I came in and bought a lot of them. And so they finally restocked. I was so happy.
Finally. Well, it's going to be a problem for me if they don't start carrying deluxes here because I want that Salt Flats Mater. And I know he's not going to be a single, so.
I don't know that they'll actually make him in deluxe. I'm going to predict that the only way you'll be able to get him is a plastic one in the playset. Yeah, because I believe he's like too big of a car for them to make completely metal. I don't think Mattel has, for lack of a better term, the balls to make a car with that much metal on it.
What about Miss Fritter, though?
Okay, yeah, but Miss Fritter's, would be hollow. She would have to be hollow, because she's hollow. She don't have anything inside of her. But Mater, he can't be hollow, because he's got, all those, innards connecting all the parts. Meaning it's gonna...
Probably true.
Meaning it's gonna have to be more solid. More of a solid build.
But then they might do something like, Mr. Drippy, or... drawing a blank for the rest of them.
Red.
They might do it where they make some of it plastic.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like that'd be cheap, though. Kind of a cheap.
Yeah, but it might be what they do, unfortunately.
It probably will be what they do now that you say that. Now, Mattel's been kind of slacking off on the Piston Cup Haulers. lately.
Mm-hmm. They have.
If you could see them do any Piston Cup hauler, whether it be a re-release or a canceled release or just a new release in general, what hauler do you want to see get released?
I'd definitely go with a canceled release, and I'm drawing a blank right now on the canceled one, so I'm gonna have to pull them up to decide real quick. I'd probably say the canceled Gasprin hauler. That's what I would do.
Yeah. I do want to say
really
this.
like the
I believe I
expression on
shared
them.
this in a collector's link chat a while ago, but we're not in there anymore, so I can't go back and pull up the message. But I will say, I don't know if you remember this. The bumper save hauler that was released in like 2009 was not the hauler that was in the movie. The hauler in the movie was basically the same design, but it did not have the white above like the bumper save logo and stuff. It was all blue.
Really?
The sides of it were all
blue.
were all blue, and you can and I can confirm that because of the car viewer.
I think I might vaguely remember that.
I went and explored car viewer, and sure enough, it was the wrong paint job. Mattel messed up.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I think I vaguely remember you saying that.
Yeah.
But that's annoying.
Yeah, it's like such a rare release, but yet it's so inaccurate.
Yeah, and it was a Target exclusive, and as far as I know, maybe it was kind of like a one-off thing. So they're like, okay, we're gonna have this pack. This is the only way you can get the bumper safe hauler, but we're not gonna spend too much time trying to make it accurate because it's just
honestly,
an exclusive app.
I like the white on it better. Although I know Disney Docket disagrees because when I shared the pictures from Car Viewer, he said he liked the blue better. But in my opinion, I think Mattel honestly knew it was inaccurate, but either Pixar or Mattel themselves was told not to make it accurate because they wanted the design to look more appealing.
Better.
Because people don't want to.
Accurate.
Because yeah.
I just like whatever is accurate. I don't care if I think red or blue or whatever looks better. I want it to be like how it was in the movie.
True. Yeah, that's me too. I've told this story many times on a stream. I told it on a stream the other day. But I saw the Cars movie for the first time when I was in the hospital getting a hernia removed, and it was, obviously like, surgery, scary, yeah. But my mom brought like this little portable DVD player in. She found this movie at like Walmart or something, played it for me, and I fell in love and watched it on repeat like 1 billion times for the next 3 days after my surgery.
Wow.
I was 2.
And that was Cars.
I was 2 years old at the time. Yep. And then my dad took me to the movies to see Cars 2, and I hated it, and we left after 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have been like at the part where he was at the oil rig and stuff, right?
Yeah, we left during the oil rig because as a kid I just liked the racing scenes. Like I was like 5 years old, and I said, "Daddy, I don't like it. There's no racing. I want to go home." And he took me home.
Wow.
And to this day, Cars 2 is still the worst Pixar movie ever.
That's
Maybe.
debatable.
Debatable, yeah. Worst Cars Pixar movie. How about that?
I actually like it better than Cars 3, but it's definitely not as good as Cars 1.
I left the stream. I'm gonna go back. What did you just say? You said it was better than Cars 3?
There.
What?
Yeah, I think it was.
You need
I
me
think
to,
it
do
might
I need to
partly
leave
be-
again? Do I need to leave again?
I don't know, man.
Everyone's
this
entitled to
might
their
not go
opinion.
over well
Everyone's
with you.
entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
My brother likes Cars 2 the best. I like it the worst. Agree to disagree.
I like it better than Cars 3. Might partly be nostalgic reasons. I was in like second grade when I saw it, and
I was in 0th grade when I saw it.
yeah,
I was
5
just a
years
little,
old, right?
Yeah, probably was
Wow.
just going into kindergarten that year, I think. Maybe.
Wow, I can kind of understand, especially why you wouldn't like it then, because
A spy
it's
movie,
definitely
really?
way different.
Yeah. Like, because when we went to see that movie, I don't think I had seen the trailer yet. So I was just expecting, like, oh yeah, racing, cool, vroom. But no, we got, like, spy, Russian spy, Mater's a Russian spy, and Leland Turbo gets murdered, and yeah, it just...
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Because the movie opens up, it's like, there's this dude I've never seen before on a boat. Now he's going to a different boat, and now he's going to an oil rig.
And his friend's gonna
and
get
he's spying
murdered.
on a guy who's got crushed to a cube. So
No, it was a murder.
a little bit
Like, why would...
yeah.
Like, why, when he was murdered, why didn't Finn call the cops? Because, like... His friend was murdered.
know.
His friend was murdered. Just straight up murdered. Like...
Maybe because the cops would be no match for the Lemons. Or maybe because it was espionage.
You can't...
And they knew it was risky business.
You can't say that the cops would be no match for the Lemons because the cops busted them at the end of the movie.
When?
They,
You mean off screen?
no, they arrested Axelrod.
True. But that was one dude.
True. My point.
Like-
my point now.
like,
Really
imagine-
quick.
Well, if you're a spy and you are dealing with top secret information, there's two of you and you go to Russia right now, and one of the Russians kills your friend, you're not just gonna be 911. Hey, is this the cops over in the U.S.? Okay, I need you to fly over here. My
This is
friend
so
got
true.
shot by the Russians.
I didn't think of that.
It might have just been because it was top secret and like they couldn't let anyone get involved. They knew it was risky business going into it, and that's the way it went down.
Yeah.
But I kind of remember the first time I saw Cars 2, I felt like I wanted to puke at the first couple minutes. I think it was motion sickness
You
because it
know.
was like a big screen,
Okay.
all the motion going
Okay, that's
on.
gonna bring me into a different topic. I was doing Minecraft, a Minecraft live stream. Honestly, you might have to join me for Minecraft again for a stream, maybe.
Okay.
That world is still up. I played it yesterday.
The same world from the main chat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know why they didn't ban me from it, but it's still up. I played it.
Did they ban you from?
Did they ban me from the chat?
I guess never mind. I shouldn't talk about it.
No, I
like
don't care.
here,
No, you can
but-
talk about it. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, they did have the rule that everything stays in the chat, so I mean, even though we've left, I'd still like to honor
well,
that.
Disney Docket was leaking stuff, so I mean, breaking his own rules.
Really?
Well, yeah, he was
I didn't
talking
know
about it
that.
out of the
Okay.
chat, but we're not gonna discuss that here. But yeah, Disney Docket and some other people, I'm not gonna say names, left the chat, but they didn't. They didn't kick me from it. So no, I'm not banned.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, it's your chat.
I guess that's
well,
nice.
They can't kick me from it anyways. It's literally your chat.
Wait a second. The Minecraft chat, I left it, I think. Hold on.
Wait, it's your chat.
check.
Why'd you? No, you're still there.
Well, but
you're still
remember,
there.
I couldn't play anyway because I didn't have Minecraft on my PC.
Do you have Minecraft on your PC now?
No, I don't.
Dang it. If you get it, get
I don't even know why I created it.
if you get it, get Java Edition. Okay? If you get it, get Java Edition so we can still play. Don't get Bedrock because then we won't be able to play.
Okay.
Because that's not cross compatible. I have Java, so if you get it, you'd have to get Java.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I cheated in one of my
Well.
streams the other day. I got killed by a skeleton, and I changed the code to make the game think I was still alive.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I died again because I was trying to show something off, but I didn't know it would kill me. So then I just switched to that world from the chat, and then played in there for a little bit. Yeah.
So you're the one behind the scenes in the Minecraft chat.
I've been doing all the heavy lifting. Me and Isabel, we did the farm and the garden together. But yeah,
Cool. Wow.
I don't know. Me and her haven't played on it in a while, so it's pretty been vacant except for me. But you know, I'm pretty sure like all the animals that she put in the like farm, I don't know how, but they all duplicated themselves or mated with each other while everyone was offline. I came online and it was just packed to the brim with animals.
Wow. I think they do that because if you notice sometimes if you're in survival and you turn it off while you're still there, you can wake up dead when you get back on.
Yeah, because I think in like, especially the older versions of Minecraft. Wait, what's that? Did somebody flip at Pocono? Oh my God!
What?
Somebody flipped. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, wait.
What?
Okay, wait. Somebody flipped in today's race.
They did?
Yeah, you probably have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna watch this on stream.
All right.
Holy crap, it looks gnarly too. Okay, guys, let me switch the stream input to YouTube here. Let's skip this ad real
Ask your
quick.
doctor about Breasttree. Breasttree gives you
Okay, let me share my screen.
Where's
I'm
this
gonna
thing?
share my screen on Discord so you can see it. Alrighty. Here we go. Jeb Burton flip. Can you see the stream?
I can.
Okay, let's go.
Still beside. Still beside him. Can he make that pass? Good.
This is where standout's going to really hurt the 21. He needs to get about 9 more laps to be inside his fuel window. Now he's lost that clean air. Oh, big wreck. Huge contact.
Oh my.
48 is involved. That's Ricky Stenhouse.
Oh my.
Up and over goes the 27. So Jeff
I gotta
no.
see that again. I gotta see that again. Wait, what?
That was crazy. Is he all right?
Yeah, these cars are built good.
48 is involved. That's Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yo,
Up and over goes the 20.
Yo, are you back?
up, dog?
You back?
I'm back just for a little bit because I'm watching the stream
Yeah.
on my TV while filming.
Yeah, we're watching the Pocono flip.
I'm gonna tell you, there was a YouTube video and someone said and it said fatal.
What?
Like, it ain't. They're that stupid.
Yeah, no, it wasn't fatal, guys. If you see that video, please don't believe that.
That's fatal for a car, though.
Yeah, true. True.
Tell me about what it feels like to be a driver upside down in a race car.
I've never experienced, but this AMR team.
Yeah, I've made some progress.
That's like a dead Icon Axler right there.
And really amazing, as you guys mentioned, the AMR safety crew addition.
How sad.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's coming out of the car.
Perfect.
See him coming out of there. Listen to
Good.
the fans.
A lot of scratch on him.
Alright, let's look at the comments, see what stupid things people are saying. Alright, one person says, glad everyone's okay. Okay, yeah, they're okay every time. Jeb Burton is now the only Burton to ever have flipped. Okay. What? Or is now the only Burton to have never flipped. Okay, One of the weirdest flips I've ever seen.
It was a weird flip.
Wait, yeah, I gotta see it again. It was just like, I saw it on Instagram and I was just like, wait, what? Somebody flipped?
Yeah, I got the notification. I was like, hold on. I was like, hold up. That don't seem right.
It looks weird.
It does.
Huge contact. 48 is involved. That's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now up and over goes the 27. So Jeff Burton sliding on top.
Looks like there's something possessing the car.
I'm watching my own stream. Okay, on stream. Streamception. Wait, this is about to be Streamception. It's about to look really weird in a second, okay? It's about to just like, I don't know, this is gonna look so weird. Bro, what? Bro, what was that noise? You were like, yeah. Dude, I'm gonna make it streamception. A stream within a stream within a stream within a stream.
Whoa.
It looks weird, don't it? Okay, we're done with that. We're done with that.
Your reaction was like, holy crap.
I know. It was just, what?
You're like, hold up.
Hold up, somebody flipped? Okay.
Now I can hear it going on loop. Crap.
Whoa.
It does look weird. Oh my god.
Alright, well, we've been streaming for over an hour, guys, so we're going to end the stream here. Anything that you guys want to say? By the way, we got 4 viewers. That's good.
Make sure to subscribe to all of our channels.
Yep, world-renowned
Yes,
world-renowned Turbo Tractor, ZNC Reviews, ZNC Plays, and ZNC Shorts, and Yeti Cup Series. Also, make sure to go check out my website. We got some diecast news on there. If you want to know when the shipments come out for all the diecasts, you can see that on my website under diecast news section. Also, go to my website, buy some awesome merch, high-quality polyester shirts. And, yeah, anything else you guys want to say?
Thank you two for watching.
Thank you.
It's been fun doing the stream. First episode
definitely
of
do
the Diecast Dude podcast.
Definitely do another one of these. Turned out great.
Definitely. Yeah. This was fun, guys.
Especially we didn't even rehearse it. You know, like most podcasts, like kind of rehearse it, like rehearse the subjects we're doing, but like we never did that here. It was just kind of like a winging it.
Rolled with it.
We just rolled with it. That's how the
I mean, some podcasts, they just go for it, right?
That's how me and Sensei Luminous used to do it for the Collectors Link podcast, but we had to stop because we kept saying things that we weren't supposed to and having to delete them. So, I'm glad that didn't happen this time. I mean, I might have said a few things about stores and their locations, but
That's all right.
People are gonna be looking.
No one's gonna find you.
People are gonna be looking at my name and the cities of the stores. They're gonna be like,
ZNC Reviews.
No, because I said my real name in one of my videos. So they're gonna be like Zach Call, Walmart, Michigan. And they're gonna like come to my house and ask for free stuff.
That would be an awful lot of trouble, but
It'd be hilarious.
It'd be funny, but it'd be weird.
work on your karate, and you'll be okay.
I used to do karate classes. I used to do karate classes.
Then you'll be all right.
The place where I did.
Just tell people that.
Yeah, I don't think that. I'm just joking about it. But the place where I used to do karate is a dentist office now because so many kids got their teeth knocked out. Nah, that's not actually why. That's not why, but it would be funny if that was why.
Yeah.
But I'll see you guys next time. Also, make sure to go circlebdiecastplanbsales.com. Use my code ZNC Reviews for $5 off shipping expenses on orders $30 or more, $124 or $164, and you may use it on pre-orders. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
All right, see ya.